where are all of these lists, in the age of, list-based conquesting? Where are they all coming from? Obviously, your competitor's not just going to export his CRM or database and hand it over. How are these lists kind of doled out? How can you go about finding them?
Well, there are companies that sell the list. I mean, you can go online and just, type in third-party email list, and you can buy emails and addresses, and you can select, hey, I want, all these people that make this much, that have this type of job, so you can really get in and, get that information. But again, with the deprecation of cookies and privacy, I'm inclined to believe that, even a year or two ago, the accuracy was not great. 3 years ago, probably. But today, I can't believe that the accuracy is all that good. First of all, I don't think there's as much of it. I think the third-party data, the data gets stale and decays pretty quickly. And because there's less of it, I think it's more expensive. So I think it's something that you need to consider. In fact, if I were to recommend doing a conquest list, I think at some point you also need to add your own data to sort of bolster it and use that as sort of like a force multiplier so that the results aren't so poor.
Yeah. You can get those lists anywhere, right, Julie? I mean, if we Googled Conquest lists, third-party lists right now, we'd have so many hand raisers wanting to sell us a list. And frankly, the three of us can start our own Conquest list company in an hour. We just have to decide, from our business model perspective, what type of targeting do we want to sort of apply and aggregate those lists and go out and sell them. And as Bill said, I mean, they're not super expensive, and you can get them in volume. And just by nature of where our industry has come, which has been so commoditized from a marketing perspective, and given the economy, it's like, okay, what are the cheapest things I can do and feel like I'm doing something? I think, that sort of is like trickled downward as the evolution of people's web pages has growing greater, right? The evolution of, around first party data and really building their own customer data platform is starting to take fruition. I think that Conquest list may start falling down in terms of priorities of investment, because you could do much better targeting with other means and know that you're targeting people that could have potentially just literally been on your website, as opposed to buying a secondary list of people who haven't been on your website.